Alright students, now we're going to be focused on the selection tools in Photoshop. In the tool palette, you'll notice that there's a bunch of tools available, some selection tools, magnification, and here are the selection tools. To begin with, we're going to focus on the Magic Wand tool. The Magic Wand tool is great for selecting large areas of single pixels, such as these continents in here. If you click once, you should see it all get selected. You'll notice that it's all selected because of these marching ants that are running around the shape. To add to that selection, there are two ways to do that. You can go up to here and click on Add to Selection and add something like Greenland to it. Or back in this new selection mode, you can hold down Shift to add to a selection. You'll notice that little plus sign appear beside the magic wand. These selection tools will let you enhance or modify in some way all of the pixels that are within that selection and nothing else. So if I took a paintbrush, for instance, and I wanted to paint red into this, the only place that would get painted is inside that selected area. Okay. The same thing if I wanted to use the enhance and let's say adjust color, adjust hue and saturation. If I wanted to colorize that, give it a green hue, bump up the lightness, then it only changes the pixels that I have selected. Once you've finished with what you want to do with those pixels, you can press Ctrl D to deselect, or you can go up to the select menu and press deselect up here. Now, I selected that fairly easily because it was all one color, it was all black. But in this you see variations in tone between the grays. Over here to a much lighter gray over here. Now to get around that, you can modify the tolerance. If I want to change this to blue, and I select one area, you'll notice it grabs most of the pixels in here, but this gray is too much of a different gray than the one that I selected over here. The tolerance isn't great enough. So I could either boost the tolerance, and try it again, click, got a little bit further, keep going up until you get it, or you can hold down Shift and add to the selection, or move up to here and add to the selection. So add that and add this. Now you'll see that the selection just extended itself off into where I didn't want it to go. So I can press Ctrl Z to undo and change the tolerance back down while I'm in the add to selection mode and select the rest of this planet. Using the enhance tool again, adjust color, adjust hue and saturation, colorize, change the hue, and you keep the same tonal variation here that you would when you originally had the image. Some people take the paintbrush tool and just obliterate that space with blue paint. But then you don't get that tonal variation. So try to enhance things with the adjusting color and hue and saturation as much as possible. So to reiterate about tolerance, if you're down at 0, and just hover over the word tolerance and click and drag. If you're down at 0, it will only, let's press Ctrl D to deselect, it'll only select a little bit of an area. Go to new selection. But if your tolerance is up near 53 or something higher, you'll see that the difference it finds between this pixel and that pixel is much less, that it kind of considers them the same thing.